Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. My name is Paulette Jones. Most of you probably know me in the capacity as a public information officer for Department of Public Works and Transportation. Today is a special day. Today, the county executive for Prince George's County, Rashern L. Baker III, will proclaim May 2nd, 2016 as Piscataway Hills Day. When the disaster occurred on this roadway, the Director of Public Works and Transportation knew that it would take a top-notch team to reconstruct the roadway. He also knew that it would require a partnership with the state and with our federal friends to make this happen. At this time, I would like to ask if Mr. Darrell B. Mobley could come up and provide greetings and acknowledgement for our distinguished guests and elected officials.
All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Paulette. It is certainly my distinct honor to be here today to welcome our elected officials and guests to the proclamation of Piscataway Hills Day. 2 years ago, we were faced with the most expensive natural disaster in county history that impacted 28 families in the Piscataway Hills community. We're here today to commend you for how you came together, showing ingenuity and commitment to each other to keep your community together while Piscataway Drive was rendered impassable. Thank you to the many of you who were instrumental in assisting the Department of Public Works and Transportation and in helping to make Piscataway Drive structurally sound again. First, I would like to thank County Executive Baker for his commitment to supporting the Piscataway Hills community during a very difficult time. Without his support, it simply would not have happened. Also, we could not have rebuilt this roadway without our state and federal partnerships. At the federal level in particular, I would like to thank Congressman Steny Hoyer for his leadership and for being here today. Thank you, Congressman Hoyer. I would also like to acknowledge our state and county leaders who have been so supportive of this project, starting with Mark James from the Maryland Emergency Management Agency. The agency recognized the major impact of the event and partnered with us to restore the community. And of course, I'd also like to thank our state delegation and county council for their support of the project and the community, several of whom I see in attendance today. I want to thank Senator Mears for his partnership throughout the event as well. And I do also want to acknowledge our partners with WSSC and PEPCO as well for their support throughout this project. And I want to thank Kelvin Walbright for being here. Again, I am so pleased to be a part of this very important day and commend the residents of Piscataway Hills on the proclamation of Piscataway Hills Day. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce someone who also was very instrumental in helping today come together, and also who has been very involved in this process from the very beginning. And that would be the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for Public Infrastructure, Mr. Barry L. Stanton.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll keep my comments short, but isn't this a great day in Prince George's County? Yes. Isn't this a great day for this community? You know, this is the way government should work. The way government should work together with community at the state, the local, and federal level. This is an outstanding day. Again, let's give everybody a round of applause. So we talked about our federal partner. I'm going to introduce our congressman, our favorite congressman, Mr. Steny Hoyer.
I'm the only member of Congress here, so it's pretty,
That's right.
safe to say that I'm his favorite congressman. If there were 2 or 3 others here, you could be sure that one of my favorite congressmen, Steny Hoyer. Piscataway Hills Day. I don't know how many of you thought there was going to be a day like this many months ago when Mother Nature struck harder than anybody contemplated it striking, Tony. Senator Muse is here. The state legislature, of course, critically important, and Senator Muse's leadership. Rashern Baker's leadership, absolutely critical to getting this done. I remember coming on site here, and we walked down that road, and it looked pretty bleak at that point in time, and there was some speculation of whether or not we were just going to try to condemn all the homes and say, sorry, but you got to move. I want all the residents, raise your hand, because some of you are sitting down. I want the residents to raise your hands.
All right.
You kept the faith. You kept us focused, and you kept hope alive that this community, which is an absolutely stunningly beautiful community, obviously, would be a community still. And without County Executive Baker stepping up, that would not have been the case. But County Executive Baker, and I remember being in the trailer. Remember we were in the trailer, we had the trailer up there and looking at all this stuff. And of course, planting a tree is a little bit like bringing coals to Newcastle here. But I did wear my boots to plant this tree. I've just been, ironically, I just came from MGM, Rashern, up on the 24th floor. Look, and that's going to be stunning.
It's going to be beautiful.
And that's appropriate. But it's also appropriate to preserve that which is such a beautiful part of our county. How many people you think when they think of Prince George County think of this? Not very many, probably. But of course I grew up in this county, as some of you did, and this is a truly beautiful county. I'm reminded of the poet, we were going to plant a tree, I think that I shall never see, a poem lovely as a tree. Green. Green lungs for our community that needs all the green lungs that it can get, and preservation, and people preserve, and making sure that there was access to these homes, making sure there was access to cementing this property, literally and figuratively, cementing the ability to stay here, live here, raise children here, and have a community here. So I am very, very pleased. Now, I would be less than candid with you. I thank you for giving me credit, but let me say thank you to somebody who spent a lot of time working with your people, Rashern, working with the WSSC, working with Verizon, working with Comcast, working with others, to make sure that we could try to accommodate as best as possible those of you who live here. Terrence Taylor. Terrence, thank you very much for all you did. And so, I mean, he was so effusive, I'll yield back time to you if you want more time. Thank you all very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Congressman Hoyer. Also, we've mentioned that we could not have completed this project without the help of our state friends. And at this time, I would like to ask if Senator Muse, if you could come up and share a few words also.
I think enough has been said. As you look around and you see the gathering of persons who have come and have worked so very hard to get this done, so I'll be brief in my remarks. I think this is a perfect example of what happens when everyone comes to the table. Government comes to the table, when citizens push forward, and we all come to the table in the face of an emergency and a tragedy, and to say, we're going to work this out. Any of the pieces of the puzzle not at the table, this day would not have happened. happen. And so I want to thank all of our partners who came on behalf of our state representatives. And this is a district that I have represented for quite a while. And when I reached out to call the various partners, and they reached out and reached back to us, they said, we're going to get this done. Thank you, County Executive. Thank you, Congressman, and thank all of you for this good day that we did not think the first time that we sat around the table. We did not know and did not think that this could work, but persons pushing ahead made it work. Let me say this for our residents who are here on a lighter, funnier note. I think one of the funniest things that happened was when we found out this had happened, and we called the governor's office, and they said, we're not sure we can get him down there because his schedule is so busy. And we called around and we said, the governor's coming and this is where he'll be. So call the residents, and we'll just, some of you remember that, and we just went up there and we stood there, and when his car pulled up, we said, Governor, 10 minutes away is a terrible emergency. You've got to change your schedule. We hijacked the governor, right? We hijacked the governor. And he came down and we walked him through here, and then the doors opened and things started rolling. And so again, my contribution to it is this: when we all come together and we all work together and realize that the impossible can be done, look around, it was done. Thank all of you for helping to make this possible. Thank you.
I'd also like to acknowledge the fact that Delegate Walker could not be here today, but his lovely wife is here today. If we could just acknowledge Ms. Walker also.
Far preferable.
I'm about to do the same thing.
Before I bring up our county executive, I think we want to acknowledge our Chief Administrative Officer, Mr. Nicholas Majette. I think it was his first day on the job when this catastrophe hit. In fact, I don't even think he started. It was a weekend and they were calling him already. And I didn't give him much sympathy. I said, if you're starting Monday, you got to get to work and let's get this thing resolved. But let's give Mr. Majette a round of applause because we were in meetings constantly with him. At this time, I want to introduce our county executive who had the commitment, the foresight, the leadership to bring this project forward, who understood the importance of community, who understood the importance of people. And so he made it clear to all the government agencies, all the government directors, that he wanted this done. And so at this time, let's give a round of applause to our county executive, Rashawn L. Baker.
Thank you. I think my job, just like everyone else's, is really to thank the people who really made it happen. You can want to do a lot of stuff when you're in government, right, Stinny? But without having good people to carry out those, it doesn't get done. And so I want to thank the folks. First, starting with the residents. If you, once again, raise your hands, the residents from this area. Let's give them a round of applause for being advocates on your behalf and on our behalf for this beautiful part of Prince George's County. And I certainly want to thank Nick Majette. Like you said, he hadn't even started. He got this. Can we give him another round of applause? And poor Barry Stanton. You know, when this project, this tells you how long it took. When this project started, Barry had another title. He first was called here because of public safety. You know, we had our command center, the van over there. He was the deputy CAO for public safety. And he was like, phew, I got out of that. And then we said, well, great. Now that you finished that, we got you another problem. We're going to give you the building part. And so now he's in public infrastructure. But we couldn't have moved this forward without Barry Stanton. Can we give Mr. Stanton another round of applause? And you know, Daryl Mobley spoke, but I think it's important that, you know, I think when we told him about this problem, he was dusting off his resume to send back to the state to see if he get his old job back. But we were so pleased that he came to us and that he put his all in this. And can we give Daryl Mobley another round of applause? Two other people. Ronnie Gill is not here today, but during the initial hours of this, up in that command center, I mean, he was spending every waking hour making sure from a safety emergency perspective that people were taken care of, and did a fantastic job. So if we can give Ronnie Gill a round of applause. This is a happy day. And finally, in our applause line, the lady who keeps it all glued together for us on the 5th floor, and who, was, so nice during the meetings, those nice meetings we would have, where everybody was just chummy from day one, who kept us all grounded and moving forward. And we certainly couldn't be here today without her hard work. Where's Linda Turner? Yeah. Linda! I'm going to end with this. I said tongue-in-cheek about Linda that, she kept us all together. And I know, at the very start of this was contentious. Just think about it. Your private road, state action, county action. At the time, Prince George's County, when we saw this beautiful part, had committed from taxpayer dollars $11 million. That was nowhere near the amount that we needed to actually get this back to functioning. It was clear it was not just going to be something we could do as a county alone. We needed federal help. We needed the office, Stinny's office, and Terrence was right there to not only step in, but step in a quick way. And they did. But that would not be enough to get us where we are today. We needed state help. The governor was sympathetic. Governor O'Malley, he was sympathetic. A whole bunch of people were sympathetic. But sympathy don't get you no money. So we needed action of the delegation, Senator Muse, Senator Delegate Walker, and the whole 2016 hijacking the governor and bringing down here to see a beautiful part of this great state. And you know what happened? I don't know how it happened, but they found some money. It's amazing what citizen action will do. But it is also amazing because it would not have happened if it had not been for the most important constituency of all. And that is the people who live here. Willing to not only advocate that we step up, but also willing to negotiate, to compromise. It's not easy when it's personal. And nothing's more personal than your home, than your livelihood, than the quality of life. But we were able to do that. And so today, as they say, we're going to plant a tree. Not that y'all need more trees. But I think we're planting it symbolic. A symbol of the fact that this community is going to be around a long time. Long after these cameras are gone, long after the people remember these short remarks, it will stand as a symbol of our commitment as a county, as a state, to make sure that this part is open and available to generations to come. And nothing could be more beautiful than that. And so therefore, it is my pleasure, my privilege as county executive, that I do hereby proclaim the 2nd day of May 2016 as Piscataway Hills Day in Prince George's County. All right.
Can we get the president
Yes.
of the Civic
I think we got
Association, Mr. Rowley, to come up?
Rowley, come on up. You've been on the spot a lot. This is the E. This is the E. About half of the county, we present this to you in honor of the community.
Thank you very much. What I would like to say is that all of you that don't live down here really stepped up and saved us. It was a hardship. We were staying in hotels at first. So to get to this point that we're able to get home, have water, have electric, it's huge, because we all have mortgages and things like that. And for the county, the federal government, the state, and what neighbors helped us, it was just fabulous for us all. It was painful to watch us all go through it, because some easier than others. I was able to lose weight during it, so I was kind of happy. But when you really think about it, that we had to bring groceries down in bags and backpacks for a long time, and it really is nice to get to this point that we just have our nature to look at, and the reason that we came to live in Piscataway Hills. All of us picked this place because it's fabulous, but nature does have its drawbacks that things like this could happen, I suppose. So I have to thank you all, thank my neighbors, who I became much closer to going through all this hardship, and we're real happy for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So in addition, we also have some just committed unsung heroes in this community, and they have no idea that county executive is getting ready to present them with an award. But as I call you up, if you could come up and accept your award, we'd really appreciate it. We actually have a couple of awards for you.
Denny, music. Can you come up?
And you can read. Okay, I'll read. Okay, I'm not sure whether or not she's here, but Gwen Robeson, are you here? The office, I'll let you come up and I'll read to you. The Office of the County Executive appreciates your participation in the 2014 Piscataway Drive Restoration Project in Prince George's County. We commend your innovative, resilient, and commitment to restoring your community. On behalf of the citizens and residents of Prince George's County, thank you for your tremendous efforts, dedication, in helping to recreate safe and healthy homes and the environment.
Thank you.
Can't we get a picture? Come on. Oh, yep. Yeah, you got to get a photo.
Shake, take, and grin, Gwen.
Shake, take, and grin. To the right. There we go. All right, everyone on three here. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. Got it? All right.
Okay.
No, thank you.
And also, wait a minute, sorry. The Department of Public Works and Transportation also would like to provide you Award of Appreciation for your leadership, research, and legal advice to the citizens of Piscataway Hills. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna help you out because I'm gonna grab one of these.
Great. Let's make sure it's the right one. So we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Is Dawn Taylor here?
Dawn, come on up. You work long and hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Office of the County Executive appreciates your participation in the 2014 Piscataway Drive Restoration Project in Prince George's County. We commend your innovative, resilient, and commitment to restoring your community. On behalf of the citizens and residents of Prince George's County, thank you for your tremendous efforts, dedication, in helping to recreate safe and healthy homes and the environment.
Thank you.
And we also have this beautiful plaque from Daryl Mobley. Yes. Daryl, why don't you step on in here too? Get this quick picture.
Wow.
All of your hard work.
Thank you.
Back just a little bit for me.
Okay.
Thank you. That's great. All right, everyone, we're going to go on 3. There we go. 1, 2, and 3. Hold those spots, please. Good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Okay, Jennifer Gardner, she's not here? Okay, if we could present this, if we could, perhaps Mr. Riley, if you could pass this lovely certificate on to her, we appreciate it. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. And Hunter Martin. He's not here as well? Okay. If we could.
The president, you're gonna be you're gonna be the official passer along.
The deliverer.
The heavy responsibilities of leadership.
Daisy McClellan.
Daisy, come on up.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Thank you so much. The Office of the County Executive appreciates your participation in the 2014 Piscataway Drive Restoration Project in Prince George's County. We commend your innovative, resilient, and commitment to restoring your community. On behalf of the citizens and residents of Prince George's County, thank you for your tremendous efforts, dedication, in helping to recreate safe and healthy homes and the environment. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we have this nice plaque from Daryl Mobley for all your hard work.
All right, thank you.
If we can take a picture,
All
that'd
right,
be great.
like group for me.
There you
This
go.
way.
Cheese, right?
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, you're
Here
the
we go.
star.
We're looking this way, everyone. 1, 2, and 3. Hold those spots, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Yes. So,
Tisha White that I also appreciated her contacting me on a regular basis.
so to all of the members or residents of Piscataway Hills, we would like to say thank you for being an example of a community that comes together in probably one of the most worst hours, that you could ever ever experience. But thank you for coming together and being an example of what it means to be a community. We would like to, at this time, as Congressman Hoyer has said, he has his boots on, we're going to go up and plant a tree. And the tree really is just a symbol of the project that we've worked on. There are additional trees that will be planted. But we just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a great community, and thank you and congratulations on this being Piscataway Hills Day.
All right. 3, everyone. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. All right.
Good job. Can we get one with Letitia? Can we get a picture with the residents and the show? Bring your show.
All right, everyone. We're looking this way, please. Let's go on 3 here. 1, 2, and 3. Hold those spots, please, if you would. Everyone, on 3 again. 1, 2, and 3. Hold those spots for this photographer, please. Everyone got it? Everyone got it. Thank you all for your patience. I appreciate it.